Well, as we continue our coverage from the National Association of Farm Broadcasting Convention in Kansas City, of course, we like to take an opportunity and talk with our friends at Farm Rescue. Terry Johnston, Development Officer for Farm Rescue, is here in KC this week, and he joins us now. Terry, it's great to see you, sir. How are you?
It's good to be seen, Jesse. Thank you for having me here.
Absolutely. Well, of course, Farm Rescue and your mission and all the great things that you guys are doing is awesome. In fact, I saw you guys helped a family back near my hometown this fall in northern Iowa. I saw the posts on Facebook and social media, and just seeing that continued impact and your guys' mission. And talk about just this year alone. I mean, the amount of families that you guys have served as an organization.
Yeah. We helped 63 families this year between planting, harvest, and haying. And, of course, our pleasure. Some years it's more than that. Some years it's less. But as we grow and expand, and not only in the states that we currently serve, but wanting to take on more states, that our number one goal is just to help more families. So we're laser focused on that.
Well, and you mentioned the states you serve, and I know you guys continue to add states as well. I mean, talk about the growth of Farm Rescue here over the last 20 years.
Yeah, so founded in 2005 in North Dakota, and we've expanded from there. So now we're in a total of 10 states. Kentucky was our newest state that we added this year. Previous year was Illinois. Before that, Wisconsin, and of course, then the other 7 states. And so as long as we have the physical capabilities with the volunteers and we have the financial capacity to do so, we want to just keep growing and helping more families as much as possible.
And I know we've talked about this a number of times, of course. The mission ever since the inception of Farm Rescue is helping families when they're in crisis, when they're in need. They don't know where to turn. They have a crop to harvest, things of that nature. It's you guys are able to step in and give that gentle helping hand when a family doesn't know where they're going to turn.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes financial help doesn't help in the case where they're physically incapable, or a tornado wipes out all their equipment, or there's a major, drought or blizzard or flood or illness or injury. So that's right. We physically show up with the volunteers and equipment if needed, and we'll help them make sure that crop gets planted, the crop gets harvested, the hay gets baled, the cows get fed. Their livelihood depends on it, and you can't miss a year's worth of income, in any business, much less a farming operation. The risks and the costs are just too high. So what we want to do is get that family over the hump, make sure they can focus on recovering from whatever it is that's happened to them, and yet they don't have to worry about their crops or livestock.
Well, and of course, everything you guys do, being a nonprofit, it takes those donations too as well, and fundraising efforts and more. You guys there's a lot that goes into the operation of Farm Rescue, and the generosity from folks, far and wide helps there as well, Terry.
Yeah. So, anybody involved in agriculture knows how expensive it is to put a crop in, take it out, and so forth. And so, we bear those same expenses, plus we pay for our volunteers, right? We make sure they have a hotel room, they have meals, they're provided for. So it is not inexpensive. But what we are willing to do is to go in and make sure that crop gets in or out, or the livestock gets fed, or the hay gets baled, regardless of what it costs us. And, as it turns out, not only is that an amazing economic impact for that family, but also for the community that they're in. If we can keep them there, keep them in the church, the school, buying groceries at the grocery store and parts at the implement dealer, it's a huge community impact as well. And not only for the year we help, but hopefully for generations to come.
Yeah.
We've resurveyed 3 years after each cycle of families we help, and 97% of those folks are still in business, and that's the goal, right?
Yep.
Keep them going, keep that legacy going, make sure that just one hiccup, isn't the end of their family legacy.
I know folks are obviously able to donate year round, or maybe they want to volunteer, things like that, refer a family, et cetera, et cetera. But I know as well, coming up here in early 2026, you guys have a couple fundraising days specifically out there, things like that. Talk about those, Terry.
Yeah. So one of our major fundraisers each year was started up in North Dakota, and that's Giving Hearts Day. That's February 12th, and that's an online giving opportunity. So last year we had many folks from, I think, 35 or 37 states contributed to that effort to allow us to raise funds to help these families. And we're actually having an individual fundraiser. We don't do this often, but we're gonna do that in Des Moines in March of next year. And we're going to have a silent auction, a live auction, get together, have some food, fellowship, a good time, and hopefully raise some money so that we can help more families, for the years to come.
And of course, as we close out our conversation, farmrescue.org for more. And that's where folks can get more information, donate, or maybe they know a family in need, because we know there's a lot of times, sometimes families, they're in crisis and they just don't know where to turn, as we kind of mentioned. So it's important for, maybe folks who know someone who is in need to reach out and refer a family as well.
Yeah, you know what, Jesse, that's an excellent point. I mean, there's two obstacles to us helping more families, and that is awareness, general awareness that Farm Rescue is here and what we can do to help. And the other is farm families are private, they're proud, independent. And so reaching out for help isn't something that they're normally, used to doing. Obviously, the neighbors often will help, and that's great. We can pitch in and help with the neighbors, but referring a family is so important. If you know of a family in your community that you think Farm Rescue can help, you can go to our website or give us a call and refer that family to us. We'll reach out. They can certainly say no if they don't want to help, or maybe the neighbors have it covered. But otherwise, we can come in with those volunteers and or equipment and help them get that crop in or out. And it's just a huge relief for those. I mean, the people that, if you go to our YouTube channel and watch the videos of the testimonials of the families we've helped in the last 20 years, nobody's ever sorry that we come and help them, right? I mean, it's their livelihood, it's their legacy. And so we really encourage folks in the community to keep an eye out.
Farmrescue.org for more information. Of course, we appreciate everything you guys do and everything you give back to the agriculture industry. Terry Johnston, Development Officer for Farm Rescue. Great to see you again, sir. We'll talk soon.
My pleasure. Thank you, Jesse.